Hey Aquarius! Hi, welcome to your February rune reading. Give me just a few seconds here because I mixed them up, but I recently just got back from a trip and the runes went with me, but I don't feel like they're shuffled enough because I'm just that person. You can never shuffle enough. Hang on, I'm going to use this box. Really? There we go. The astrology cards don't want to come out yet because they know it's not their time. So, hang on a second here. Alright. Show me for Aquarius. Oh, shoot. That one already fell out. Alright. We'll see what that one is. So show me for Aquarius, February 2020. What are the messages for Aquarius? Oh, hang on. Okay, Capricorn got that one too. I'm going to start pulling them. So hang on a second here, guys. I just like to do them in the box first because, I don't know, I just feel like they get shuffled more. Oh! Well, one fell on the floor. All right. There's another one. Okay, I pulled 10 for Capricorn, but I don't think you will need that many. Where did your rune go? Hang on a second, guys. I would do this on my phone, but unfortunately my phone is being really weird about data and memory right now. Oh, there it is under the chair. Hang on one second. Anyway. So, I can't edit the videos and upload them on my phone because, you know, Mercury retrograde just has to make my life that much fucking harder. Because technology. Anyway, I was making a Jeff Dunham reference there if you're not a big fan of him. Oh. Sometimes I feel... Oh, 3 more runes fell out. Oh, jeez. Okay, I guess I am going to pull as many for you in Capricorn. Jesus Christ. So, I guess the reason I was making fun of technology is that Jeff Dunham, he's that comedian who's I don't know if you've ever heard of him, but he does the little ventriloquist. And there's this old man named Old Walter, and he's like, we have the technology. It's really funny. And lately, I don't know, that's just how I feel. That's just how I feel about technology in general lately. Not like an elderly person, but somebody who's just fed up with it not working for me. That's really how I feel. I'm so over it not working for me. So, let's see what we got here. First off, we've got... Oh, hang on. Came in sideways. God, you and Capricorn have a lot going on with these sideways positioned type of runes. See, even that one wants to turn sideways. And I'm like, no, you came out this way. But let's see, what is this one? Oh, okay. All right, we got some good runes here though. They're not all bad. Runes are never bad. And you got the blank rune, you lucky ducks. You'll always get the blank rune. You and Capricorn. That means divine timing is on your side. So let's get into your reading. Because I am going to go over the astrology, but I'm not going to go over that just yet. So right now I have the rune of Perthro. This rune. But if you noticed, it came in sideways. Usually you would traditionally read runes like this, Aquarius, but right now, I'm feeling them neutralized. I read them kind of like tarot. But this rune has to do with initiation, things that are unexplained, or there is something hidden, a hierarchy or a mystery rune, pointing to that which is beyond our frail manipulative powers. Ouch! Dang, the runes are coming for you guys hard. Perthro is associated with the phoenix. Oh, this is actually part of my totem. The mystical bird which consumes itself in the fire, then rises from its own ashes. Its ways are secret and hidden. Powerful forces of change are at work here, yet what is achieved is not easily or readily shared. Ooh, you guys are having to go through some mystery. After all becoming whole, the means of it is a profound secret. On the side of the earthly or mundane, there may well be surprises, gains, or rewards that you do not anticipate. On the side of the human nature, because remember, this rune is supposed to explain like the 3D practical as well as the mystical. So it's really marrying these two themes together, okay? And it's also a rune that symbolizes the flight of the eagle. Oh God, this is very Scorpio-esque, okay? Soaring, flight, free of entanglement, lifting yourself above the endless ebb and flow of the ordinary life to acquire a broader vision. All of this is indicated here. This also stands for the heart of initiation. Nothing external matters here except as it shows you in its inner reflection. This rune is concerned with the deepest spectrum of our being, the bedrock on which our destiny is founded. For some, this rune means experiencing some form of death or transition. It is a letting go of everything, no expectations, no exclusions. Nothing less than renewal of the spirit is at stake. Hidden information, the truths, mysteries, the esoteric, that which is unknown on a conscious level, it could come into the light and you would understand the higher meaning of things. Okay, so, and interestingly enough, this rune came in neutralized. So I'm going to interpret it as if it is upright and reversed. When this rune is reversed, events are stalled. You need to clear out something. Unpleasant surprises. The old way has come to an end. Do not focus on outcomes, nor bind yourself with memories of the past, but really I keep feeling like I should say to the past. Achievements, and this has to do with, this has to do with past achievements, or you will orb yourself into something of the true present. So this rune, since it talks about the hidden and it talks about in reverse, it's saying unpleasant surprises, the old way of being. So it's talking about paradigm shifts, and it's talking about paradigm shifts that no longer serve you, as well as in the present moment. So when you carry those intrinsic paradigm shifts that don't work, and you keep bringing them with you, you're basically adding like luggage or rocks on your back that you don't need, right? So this is why it's saying your inner being, when your inner being is shifting and reforming on a deep level, you must be patient and have consistency and persevere. And perseverance is called for here. Do not repeat the old patterns. Let it go. The initiation, the veils of the illusion are being lifted. Let the old ways go. Stay centered. See the humor and keep your faith firm. So this is telling me, Aquarius, that this is most recently your recent past. Now, for those of you who are, this is one of those heavy runes too. And the reason I was saying, ooh, it's so Scorpio-esque is because you are the last fixed sign of the zodiac, but you marry a lot of Taurus energy, Leo energy, and very much Scorpio energy into your sign, as well as Gemini's sign and Libra sign, to make a unified whole in communication. It's not a happy coincidence that right now there's a Mercury retrograde in your sign. I will be getting to the astrology later, but I want you to understand the reason I said this is very Scorpio-esque is because when Scorpio transcends and blends its higher vibrational qualities into your sign, what it does is it comes out of the Scorpio shell and turns into an eagle. So that's why I'm like, ooh, bird imagery is big here. So there's a lot, because Scorpio communicates from the heart with true passion, and it's extremely watery. And for Aquarius, is you guys don't do a lot of water. You tend to kind of filter. So But you're being called here to go back to the part of you that is Scorpio, to the part of you that sees things, that feels things, in order to communicate and get through this month accurately and with clear, concise choice. Your rune reading may go over because this rune was so intense, but I also want to explain here that once a Scorpio goes above the level of eagle, they turn into a phoenix. That's why I said, oh, my totem. So there's a lot going on for you. You're being called. And honestly, since we're going back to Phoenix, Scorpio, eagle mentality, you need to review over the last 60 days within your communications since the end of October to now, what has been either a common problem or a common theme that you keep hiding away from yourself. It comes out and then it slithers back into the shadows because you don't want to deal with it. That's what I'm talking about. Because you're not letting it go, but at the same time, you are being pushed to let it go. And that is comforting and not comforting. Now, you also have the rune of joy here. And this rune in particular is pronounced as, hang on a second here, guys. Just a second. I usually like to have the runes a certain way, but I'm going out of my normal order that I would do them in. Because I really want the readings to be more organic. So this is Wanu or Vanu, and it is the rune of bliss and glory. Now, for you, it is reversed. And for you, when this rune is reversed, it does indicate sorrow, dissatisfaction, disappointment. There is some friction, delays, or possession. It says possession by higher forces, but that doesn't mean like physical possession. It means like the universe, like the wheel card, where the wheel reverse. This is my wheel reverse kind of rune, where it basically is like, oh, like you're in the driver's seat, but the universe isn't giving you everything that you need, probably because you have something that you have to work through. That's why I love the runes. Like, man, they're coming after you guys though. Strong too, especially with this one, because until you can get past whatever you're hiding from yourself, whatever you're not processing that's happened over the last 60 days, whether it be pain, hurt, or sorrow, you will continue to delay yourself. And that's why this rune, Wanu, joy, is reversed. Like, self-work and self-care is hard stuff. I get it. I'm not judging at all. I know that very, very well. So I did want to point out the next rune that we have here, and it is also neutralized. Now, this is Iwaz. Iwaz is a rune that talks about stability and doing the right things, patience, perseverance, yes, endurance, and deciding what is right to get the things accomplished in your life. Now, this rune cannot be reversed, which is nice. So there is some force here that is, even though it's your birthday season, it is still working for you. The universe is still working for you. It may not be working for you as much as you would like. And again, the astrology is really going to explain a lot of this, but I feel like it was necessary. Good thing that one fell out because I was like, because remember, these all fell out on their own. So the next rune that we have here is Elgaz. Elgaz, or spirit guides. Ooh, you guys, dang. Y'all are getting some high vibrational stuff here. How interesting for me. Okay, so this is protection, fortunate new influences, making the connection with spirit, and working through your issues. So again, if this is just kind of reiterating that for those of you who are new to this, you need to get in contact with your spirit guides. And I'm talking love and light spirit guides, not spirit guides who are false or anything like that. If you're uncomfortable with getting in touch with a spirit guide, that is completely normal. It's totally okay. They come to you when you're ready. If you are new to this and you're not sure what to do, this is where I would tell you, you need to look back to your childhood religion, as long as it's of love and light, of course, and you can converse with the guides, guardians, and angels. And I say converse because really you're just telling them what's the deal. But either way, they'll still work for you. You can do this with saints. You can do this with gods and goddesses as well that you feel called to. Usually And here's how they kind of work for me. Whenever I have a guide, guardian, god, goddess, angel, saint, so on and so forth, come to me to want to work with them, they'll usually like pop up like 3 times and like have conversation, or I'll be looking them up and then they'll pop up, or I'll look up for like a certain reason. Let's say for example, Saint Expedite, right? Let's just throw him out there. Let's say I wanted to work with him, but I wasn't really sure. I wasn't feeling really called. If I was definitely meant to work with him, he would probably come up in conversation. I would see the word expedite or something like that. And so like 3 times, I usually wait 3 times for them to call me, because then I know like 3 is a holy number and it has to do with them calling me for the right direction. You can also, honestly, I really feel you can do the Hindu ones too. Ganesh, and you could do Shiva as well, because those 2 work together. So like if you call on one, you have to call on the other. You usually call on Ganesh first before you call on Shiva, just FYI. Anyway, because I have worked with them and they really do work. So let's go with, let's see, the next rune. So spirit guides, this is your guides trying to get you in touch with helping you to make peace with what's hidden. I did want to point that out. So your next rune that we have here is Genas. K. It's the K rune. It's supposed to be beacon or torch. When you feel in the dark, this rune brings an opening to help you open up to who you are and your highest potential and possibilities. From the darkness, light will come. Reversed, withdrawn, anxiety, closing, loss. See, and it came in sideways, right? But I'm holding it upright. So it came in like this, but I keep turning it upright. So I think for you guys, this is, again, you're going to be coming out of the reverse position, the withdrawal, the anxiety, the closing of the loss, and you will be going from that darkness into light bit. So this part, you will actually be moving into bringing an opening to help you who you are and reach your highest divine possibilities, which is awesome, because not a lot of people get to do that in this lifetime. Now you have some other runes here that if you notice when they fell out in like this. They didn't fall out straight, and I will leave these right here because I feel like this is almost like a side quest. I feel like this is the main roadmap, but there's a side quest, but the side quest is connected to the roadmap. It's almost like if you've ever played Fable. I used to play Fable through with a dear friend of mine when it came out like 10 years ago, because I'm old as hell. I'm not that old, but like I'm kind of old. Anyway, the point is like we used to play Fable, and there were like all these little side quests you could do, and it was about like making character choices, and depending on if you were making your character positive, what would happen is you could take a quest and it would either turn your character evil or good. It just depended on the intention behind the quest, and it usually would tell you. But it would end up connecting you, because like let's say you did the evil quest would give you more money. But the downside is you would end up losing parts of the journey on the game. So whereas if you did the good rewarding quests and you didn't do all the evil ones, then what would happen was you were kind of low on money, or you were doing good on money, but then what would happen is you would end up becoming like winning the whole game and not having to do all of the other negative quests. So it counterbalanced, again, because it was about you choosing what you wanted to be, whether that label was good or bad. Nowadays, it's more about becoming both, because when you understand your egoic side or your bad side, because most bad choices come from a place of ego, when you understand that, you're able to touch the light, which essentially is what's happening in this reading. You're having to look at the deepest, darkest parts of yourself, the parts you don't like about yourself, to end up liking yourself. Talk about poetic. That's some stuff I can't even make up. Now, I do have here the rune of Othello, which talks about ancestral property. And it's funny because this rune is actually pointing, let's see, this is south and west is right here to the right to the left of me in camera, but to my actual left, to the right in the camera, this is east. So southeast is the general direction of where this rune is pointing to. Othala, ancestral property. This talks about inheritance and independence, freedom through releasing ideas and things that keep you stuck. When you feel free, you will inherit from someone. So this rune is not reversed, which is awesome, because it's actually like trying to go full upright. So we're going to read it. And since it's pointing towards southwest, either you need to work with the directions of south and west in order, and look up their meanings in order to understand what the rune energy is trying to tell you, because those energies also have parts of yourself that will help you uncover this part of the roadmap with the runes. But also, for you, Aquarius, it is your birthday. So, by the way, happy birthday. I'm sure I did not say that. I apologize. But I did want to point that out, because since it is your birthday, this kind of is a time for you to inherit from the universe. You inherit gifts, rewards. Even though you're having these dark things, the universe still gives you birthday luck. Like, you're always going to get birthday luck. Okay, and the tarot reading actually may be very different than this reading. I think this is picking up on where Saturn is right now in your chart and where it's going to be for some time. Again, the astrology reading is going to go more in depth about this, but I wanted to point this out because Othala is kind of a nice rune, but it also talks about ancestral property. And I explained in, I want to say it was, Capricorn's reading, that with Othala, it doesn't necessarily have to be like someone has passed away and given something to you, but it could also be like maybe a car, it could be a phone, it could be anything like that. It's a material gain. It could be a check, it could be an apartment, it could be a lease. Let's say you leased an apartment. It could be something like that, or someone gave you the money to do that. But the point is it has to do with material gains through someone giving something to you in order to up your status, which is kind of nice. Now, this rune actually is reversed. So this is Uras. And Uras talks about brute strength. But since it's reversed, it talks about missed abilities, weak willpower, and lack of motivation. Ooh, dang, the runes are coming after you guys hard. I usually do rune readings and they're not this like harsh, but damn, even the runes are like, they got me shook because they're coming after y'all hard. So the thing is the ancestral property and Othala and Uras are, I'm not saying they're not connected. They are, because they're a part of the side quest. But what I find so interesting is since Uras is reversed and it's pointing, if you notice, this part is pointing behind me is north. So there is something that you are ignoring from that northern part of yourself. That's why you're being asked to look to the southeast part of yourself, because whatever ideas, traits, or values, it's no matter the direction. The point is like I said, you Google what the directions mean, because you can do it for free. And then what you can do is you can find out the themes and realize what's north, what is in that northern part of you that you're ignoring, because that is a part of the roadmap. Anyway, but you also have the blank rune. The blank rune is the free will rune. This was not added until the 1980s to most rune packs. Some people leave it out. Some people prefer to keep it in. I actually like to keep mine in because this tells me you are going to have a choice of free will. You can continue. I'll put it this way. You can continue to ignore this, but the more you ignore this, the more that you hurt yourself with your free will. Or you can choose with your free will to do the side quest, get to know yourself a little bit better, clear this out, and then it leads us to the last rune. So the last rune is, here we go. Let me see here. Hang on a second here. Oh, here wait, I want to make sure it's the right one. Yep, there we go. Jera, or the cycle of the year. Reaping of a reward when your world seems stagnant. Harvest the seeds you have planted, gained through fruition. Things happening in their own time and space when they are supposed to. So again, there's the rune of divine timing coming in. So remember how I said one of these runes was a rune of divine timing, but I said it was like the wheel reversed. There you go. There it is. So basically, when you do this side quest, you end up getting your joy. You go through all of these runes, and then you end up turning yourself actually pretty rosy. Everything turns rosy for you. But it's a part of your side quest, okay? Remember, side quests affect the main journey. That was the whole point of me explaining Fable 3. Anyway, the side quests. Not that you had to do them, but it was still important. It was like tantamount to the main quest, you know? Like, just saying, runes are pointing to it. You might want to do it. You don't have to. You can use your free will, but the more you use... Here's the funny thing about free will. The more you use your free will, the more you end up hurting yourself with your free will. That's why we're given free will. It's an experiment, if you will. It's an experiment to see if you're going to do your divine higher purpose, you're going to work through your ego, or you're not. Because when you're not, you don't stay woke. You stay asleep. Versus using your free will to do your divine flow and your divine choices, then you went up and become a high-vibing spiritual divine being. Maybe not overnight. Okay, definitely not overnight. But at least you're one step ahead on the journey with your free will, and you're understanding how free will works with your roadmap. So, other than that, guys, thank you so much for joining me for your February reading, Aquarius. Happy birthday. And I am going to do, like I said, your tarot reading next. So make sure to head over to my link, my extended links, because you will be able to go ahead and purchase that. I'm going to go ahead and shuffle on camera for you guys to see. And I'm like, why did I do that? Dang it. I guess the energy was like really wanting to clear, but I still have to do... Hold on. I still gotta do... This one was here. This one was here. Wanting me. Let's go that way. Here we are. Here we go. Here we are. There we go. Okay, so we're gonna put these like this so I can do the tarot spread next. Hopefully you guys can see that. There we are. So I'm gonna start shuffling. Give me just a second. Show me for Aquarius. Show me, please, for Aquarius. February 2020. What does Aquarius need to know? Show me for February 2020 for Aquarius. Oh, hang on. Another card fell. All right. Make sure to click on the extended link, and we'll go ahead and continue there. Thank you. Until we meet again, I will see you next month. Bye, Aquarius. Happy birthday.